evening. Billy D here on NASR. Welcome. We got lots to talk about in the Olympic hockey tournament. The United States of America, victors today in decisive fashion over Slovakia. And this wasn't even a game. This game was over quick. The Americans had a 2-0 lead after the first. They blew it open to a 5-0 lead and coasted to a 6-2 victory over Slovakia to advance to the gold medal game in the Olympics against you-know-who. It's what everybody has been waiting for since the tournament started, since the end of Four Nations last year. Would Canada and the United States of America meet in the much-anticipated rematch? Well, you're going to get what you signed up for, because the U.S. will play Canada Sunday morning at 8:10 a.m. in the gold medal game. It wasn't as easy for Canada, as you know. We talked about the other day, as they had to survive a 4-3 overtime victory against Czechia, as we also had to survive the United States. That is a 2-1 overtime victory, as we blew a 1-0 lead with 91 seconds left to Sweden, and it took a Quinn Hughes goal in overtime on the 3-on-3 to advance the United States to today's game in the semifinals. A 2-1 victory over Sweden in overtime, a 4-3 victory over Czechia for Canada in overtime. That day also included a 3-2 victory for Finland over Switzerland in overtime. It was a great day in the quarterfinals. Slovakia, although cruised in the quarters, 6-2 over Germany. Today was much of the same for Canada. They struggled early. They were being outshot 10-7 early, and they were trailing 2-0 after goals by Mikko Rantanen of the Dallas Stars, as he took a face-off. He took a face-off win and just ripped one top shelf over the glove of Binnington, and it was 1-0. Jordan Binnington beaten off the face-off, 1-0 Finland. Then, as Canada was on a power play, a great lead pass by Joel Armia of the LA Kings to Erik Haula, who on the backhand top shelf, and it's 2-0 Finland in the first period. A beautiful move to the backhand top shelf by Haula, and it was 2-0 Finland. Now, from that point on, shots were 10-7 at that point. They finished 39-19 Canada. Canada outshot Finland from that point in the game 32-9. 32-9. And Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers, from Cale Makar and Connor McDavid, on a beautiful redirection early in the second period, made it 2-1. And then Shea Theodore in the third, from Travis Sanheim and Tom Wilson, ties the game at 2. This came with about 10 minutes to go in the game, and Brad Marchand doing what Brad Marchand does. They could have easily called him for a goalie interference penalty on this play, but as you know, in international play, well, anytime you review a play in hockey, period, NHL, international play, if you get the review wrong, it's a power play for the other team. Now, Marchand was doing what he does, getting to the front of the net, agitating. He did bump Juuse Saros. Saros kind of fell, did reset himself, as Theodore's blast went over his shoulder to tie the game. It was a point blast with a lot of traffic in front, most of that applied by Brad Marchand. All the Florida Panthers who played together on the same line today, Bennett, Marchand, and Reinhart, although Reinhart was the extra today. They started with Bennett and Marchand playing with Marchand and Bennett started playing with Bo Horvat of the Islanders today, and then eventually Reinhart would join them on the line. Reinhart has the big goal. Marchand with a big play, screening and bumping Juuse Saros for the game-tying goal. Sam Bennett didn't end up on the score sheet, but he hit everything that moved. All the Panthers played well for Team Canada today. Then, with 36 seconds left in the game. And this came after just a total peppering by Team Canada. It seemed like from the moment they got down 2-0, they did not panic. They peppered Team Finland. Again, from that point in the first period down 2-0, being outshot 10-7, they outshot Finland 39-9 from that point forward. 39-9. I'm sorry, 32-9. So it was 10-7 shots on goal, 2-0 Finland. Shots ended 39-19, 32-9 in shots on goal from that point. And as I said, the deciding goal, Nathan MacKinnon on the power play from Connor McDavid and Macklin Celebrini with 36 seconds to play. Now Finland, they reviewed the play because it seemed like there might have been an offside. Celebrini, his skate was straddling the blue line, but it was the right call. He was just barely onside. The goal counts. 36 seconds to play. Now Finland's shorthanded, and it just easily ran out the clock. Canada survives for the second game in a row, trailing, coming from behind, and winning by 1 goal. 3-2. Canada over Finland, advancing to the gold medal game as everybody expected. Now, the United States of America, they had no problem today. They cruised. After surviving their 2-1 scare over Sweden, they cruised today over Slovakia. It was never a game. Dylan Larkin opened up the scoring on a beautiful lead pass by Zach Werenski. Tage Thompson also got the second assist. Tage Thompson on the power play on a blast from on a blast from the left circle, just finding the short side from Eichel and Hughes, made it 2-0. Then Jack Hughes on a beautiful snipe from Werenski made it 3-0. Eichel from the Tkachuk brothers, Brad and Matthew, made it 4-0. Jack Hughes on another beautiful snipe made it 5-0. Again, assisted by Werenski and Boldy. Zach Werenski had 3 assists today. The Columbus Blue Jackets fine defenseman. Brady Tkachuk on a beautiful lead pass from Vincent Trocheck on a backhand breakaway for the 6th and final goal of the day. That made it 6-1. Slovakia would add a late goal in garbage time. Yuri Slafkovsky, who had an incredible tournament for Slovakia, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points in the 6 games that he played. Yuri Slafkovsky had the first goal. Pavel Regenda, who also had a great tournament for Slovakia, he had the late goal. Samuel Levi, their stud goaltender, who is from the Iowa Wild in the AHL, who had a fantastic tournament. Not so much today. He was pulled, and he was probably pulled because, they're going to play for the bronze. And they want, and these medals, they mean a lot. They mean a lot for Slovakia. And listen, these Olympic medals, they mean a lot for all these countries. For instance, Finland, who had the gold medal in 2022 when European pros and college kids played, that's when the NHL did not go. Remember, the NHL has not been there since 2014. In 2018, the unified Russian team won, and the last Olympics, Finland won. But in the last 4 tournaments that sent NHL players, Finland has 3 bronze and a silver. They're always in it, they're always competitive, and they have gold in the last Olympics. Now, Slovakia had a bronze in 2022. These countries to keep growing their hockey programs. Momentum is built by winning medals. These medals matter. So when the game was out of reach in the third, Slovakia rested Samuel Levi because they're going to have to play Finland tomorrow for the bronze. Levi had a great tournament, but not so much today. He was pulled after allowing 4 goals on 23 shots. U.S. punched in another 2 goals. I don't know who the backup Slovakia goaltender was. Nobody in the NHL, that's for sure. And that was the final 6-2, a dominant performance by Team USA as they advance to the gold medal game. That will be, as I said, Sunday at 8:10 in the morning. Listen, there's a 6-hour time difference between Milan and we know the deal. And so we're just going to have to wake up early and root on Team USA because Listen, 7 million viewers in the United States watched, did a great rating, the Sweden-US game. I can only imagine what today's did. This Canada-USA game will do a huge number. It's a big, big deal. It's a big deal in this country. Listen, hockey may be the fourth major sport, but, it's still a major sport. And when you're playing for your country, and the United States players have exemplified the proper behavior, the constant rhetoric and chatter about how honored they are and playing for their country and what an honor it is. It's about the name on the front of the jersey, not the one on the back. And they have exemplified that. Whereas, skaters and skiers that have wanted to put their political agenda, I won't name them by names, but they all ended up falling on their face. I know one of the female skaters who had to do her LGB, whatever the fuck. She ended up finishing 13th, falling on her face during her program and crying her way off the ice. Maybe if she focused a little more on the task at hand instead of having to put her political agenda in front of every microphone, maybe she would have performed better. But that was not the case for the United States hockey athletes. And also, shout out to the United States women's hockey team who have already secured the gold medal with a 2-1 victory over Canada yesterday in the gold medal game in overtime, 2-1. Captain Hillary Knight tied the game with 2 minutes to play with the goalie pulled on a beautiful redirection, and Megan Keller on a breakaway in overtime wins it 2-1 for the U.S. women. Aaron Frankel was in net for Team USA, gets the win. It's the third gold medal for the United States in women's hockey, and the women have dominated. They've dominated the women's hockey landscape for a while now. Canada had their number for a while, but now in the rivalry series that they play, the World Championships, it seems the women from the United States get their number, and they have defeated Canada now 8 straight meetings. 8 straight meetings, including 5-0 earlier in this tournament and 2-1 yesterday. But credit to the Canadian girls. They played their ass off, and they were up 2 minutes to go, 1-0, and that would have been a huge upset because the United States women, going 7-0 in this tournament, outscored their opponents by a total goal margin of 32-2. I don't think that's ever been done in any sport. 32-2, 7-0 for the U.S. women. So had they lost that game, that would have been a huge gut punch, and the choke words would have been thrown around. But they didn't. They didn't. Another gold medal for the U.S. women. Congratulations to them. The men will try to repeat that on Sunday morning at 8:10 in the morning. That is our Olympic coverage for today, boys and girls. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. It is going to wrap up. That will be the last event, US-Canada, for all the marbles. What everybody had hoped for, what everybody wanted, and you're going to get it. You are going to get it. So, the cream rises to the top. And listen, Sweden, Finland played excellent. Slovakia was kind of the Cinderella story as they went to 3-1 and advanced to this point, but it all comes down to the two that you thought were going to be there, Canada and USA. I'm going to be hoping we hear that free bird just wailing away as the U.S. are scoring goals against the Great White North. Let's go. Let's go. 8:10 in the morning, Sunday, USA, Canada, gold medal game. Don't miss it. My name is Billy D. Please follow Billy DiNapoli on Instagram, Facebook, X. Please subscribe to the North American Sports Report. You can scan the QR code on the bottom right. You can donate Cash App, Venmo. It's appreciated. Again, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is appreciated. I will see you guys Sunday. We're going to come on, whether we're celebrating or whether we're in tears. We're going to come on after the gold medal game. And after this is over, we're going to get you set up with the NHL's return. We're going to get you set up with college hoops, NBA hoops. We're going to get back into all that. Now that football and the Olympics is over, But we got one more big one. Sunday, 8:10 a.m. Don't miss it. Root on your country. Go USA. I'm Billy Dean. I'll catch you guys Sunday after the game.